Joining me now is entertainment and royal reporter Kinsey Schofield. Kinsey, thanks for joining us. Earlier in the show, I was discussing just how much the American left are catastrophically freaking out about Joe Biden and whether he can take on Donald Trump in this year's election. And naturally, this leads to some comedians like Dana Carvey and David Spade seizing on such chaos. This is what happened.
She's a doctor, but people are like, it's kind of like how Dr. Pepper is a doctor, where you don't really know what kind of doctor.
You did great, Joey.
You answered every question.
You did great, Joey. Joey, you answered every question. Oh, you're tremendous. What if he kind of in a moment said, well, maybe I should step down. And then she would go, that's not going to happen. Not on my watch.
Kinsey, I'm sure she would say that's not going to happen because she is the stage mum and she won't accept anything less. But what does it say when two left-leaning Liberal comedians finally start picking on the other guy for once?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that you're seeing certain celebrities decide that they don't want to be on the wrong side of history. I mean, what we witnessed in that presidential debate was a train wreck. And if you're watching, if you're actually aware of what's been going on with Biden over the last few years, seeing him fall down steps, hearing some of the mistakes he's made, not only in his memory, but in just utilizing the proper words to describe what he's trying to say, I think that you're not as shocked. But the reality is a lot of people were just tuned out. They knew they hated Donald Trump. They weren't going to give any energy to Joe Biden's gaffes, but everyone stopped to tune in to that debate. It was absolutely terrible, and nobody wants to defend him anymore because they don't want to be called out for being delusional or so blind by hatred for Donald Trump that they would prop up a candidate that is clearly no longer somebody that any of us have faith in.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, he has been exposed now, really, Joe Biden on the world stage for being totally incoherent. So hardly surprising that comedians are having their turn with it. Now, look, a certain rumour is going around about what a guest at Gwyneth Paltrow's house did or did not do in their host's bed. It's a little bit gross, so I'm going to let you explain this. But do we know who it is yet and who allegedly did this deed?
I have to tell you, at every hair salon, at every nail salon, this is the conversation that's going on. It was a British newsletter that ran a blind item, and I'll paraphrase, saying something along the lines of, a recent house guest of Gwyneth Paltrow catastrophically lost control of their bowels in bed while then fled before they could face the music. Then, doing the Lord's work, the Daily Mail actually revealed the mystery gooper to be a well-known socialite. I won't say it here because I don't want us to get in trouble, but word got out after Gwyneth Paltrow allegedly told Oprah Winfrey, Larry David, and Jerry Seinfeld nothing is sacred. Now the internet is flooded with headlines like, did someone really poop at Gwyneth Paltrow's house? And what should the guest who pooped in Gwyneth Paltrow's bed do now? And I think and this is the conversation we're having at the salon. I think from a PR standpoint, we're asking ourselves if he pops or poops up on a red carpet too soon, would he be considered shameless? But if he disappears for too long, would that make him look guilty or be all anyone ever associates him with? So good luck to that PR firm. Talk about crisis management.
Yeah, crisis management of very different proportions, Kinsey. They probably didn't want to find themselves in this position, but here they are. So look, the nail salons are having a field day across America with this clearly, and we're all fascinated, which is very bizarre. Now, look, we're nearly wrapped season 5 of the Kardashians. I feel like the seasons of this show, they just never seem to end, do they? They just roll into one. But look, unlike earlier episodes where we've seen cameos from some of the brief flings or boyfriends of other sisters, there's still no sign of Kylie Jenner's boyfriend, actor Timothy Chalamet, even though they've been dating for some time. But apparently this is going against momager Kris Jenner's wishes. What more can you tell us?
And can you blame him? Everybody talks about the Kardashian curse, how anytime a man is seen with the Kardashians, their entire career goes into decline. But momager of the century, really, Kris Jenner, who turned Kim Kardashian from Vivid Entertainment to Vogue, is apparently clashing with her youngest daughter, Kylie, over her relationship with Timothy. According to the Daily Mail, Kris would love for Timothy to flaunt Kylie everywhere, but Kylie considers their relationship off limits to the media and paparazzi. In fact, sources say that Kylie's relationship with Timothy has survived because she is refusing to play the publicity game and won't succumb to her mom's desires for the actor to proudly parade her. So this is one of those rare moments where Kris Jenner is actually hearing the word no. Thoughts and prayers.
Good luck, Kylie. All the very best to you in your career when you say no to the momager of the century. But look, they seem like a happy couple.